Hello and welcome to the session of Cost and Works Accounting. I, Dr. S.R. Pagare from KG Somaiya College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Kopargaon, welcome you to this session. In today's session, we are going to study Uniform Cost Manual and Inter-Firm Comparison. So, let's study the concept. Let's see the definition of Uniform Cost Manual. Uniform Cost Manual is a document, booklet or a bulletin in a written form containing instructions to be followed in connection with cost ascertainment and cost control. I repeat, Uniform Cost Manual is a document, booklet or a bulletin in a written form containing instructions to be followed in connection with cost ascertainment and cost control. Let's see the contents of Uniform Cost Manual. What are the details that are included in Uniform Cost Manual? First, introduction part. It includes general instructions such as objectives, purpose, scope, advantages and requisites, etc. Second, accounting systems and plans. It includes accounting system, relation between cost and financial accounts, method of costing to be used, method of cost collection, technique of ascertaining the cost, etc. Third part is organization. It includes the organization for developing and operating the system and the stages in which the system is to be introduced. Fourth, presentation of information. It covers forms, contents of statements to be prepared for submission of information to management and computation of various ratios for inter-firm comparison. Fifth, control. It includes essential details regarding control of inventory, labor and overheads. Sixth, miscellaneous information. It includes treatment of depreciation, interest on capital, wastage and scrap. Let's see the concept of inter-firm comparison. Inter-firm comparison is the technique of comparing the performance of a firm in an industry. It involves the comparison of the performances, efficiencies, costs and profits of various firms in an industry. Inter-firm comparison is defined as a management technique by the use of which it is made possible for an organization to compare the performance with that of the other units engaged in the same activity. I repeat, definition of inter-firm comparison. Inter-firm comparison is defined as a management technique by the use of which it is made possible for an organization to compare the performance with that of the other units engaged in the same activity. Let's see why inter-firm comparison is necessary. Inter-firm comparison is a tool of self-control and self-improvement for the management. It shows the weak points and ensures greater efficiency as it helps management in solving many problems. Even if any of the firm is using standard costing for control of cost, inter-firm comparison may help to know whether the standard fixed needs revision in the light of performance of other firms and necessary corrective steps can be taken. Essentials or requirements of inter-firm comparison scheme. In order to facilitate the inter-firm comparison, the member firm should follow the following uniform cost system. First, establishment of central agency. Second, nature and extent of information. Third, collection and presentation of information. Fourth, similarity of firms. Fifth, similarities in accounting policies. First, establishment of central agency. For the purpose of collection of data, their analysis and presentation to the member firms, a central organization is necessary. This agency can assign code numbers to each firm. Second, nature and extent of information. Following information is required compulsorily for inter-firm comparison. First, cost, cost structure and raw material consumption. Second, information about stock of raw materials, wastage of raw material. Third, information about labor and machine efficiency and its utilization. Fourth, information of return on capital employed and liquid resources. Fifth, information on methods and techniques employed in production. Sixth, information about financial position such as debtors, creditors, reserves, assets and liabilities. Third part, collection and presentation of information. To collect information from member firms, a questionnaire should be prepared. The information is supplied by the firms periodically. The information is properly sorted out and the relevant data in the form of report is supplied to member firms. Each firm is assigned with a separate code number and so the names of firms are not known to the other firms. Fourth, similarity of firms. For the purpose of effective comparison, it is necessary to have the firms to be compared alike in all respects such as age, production, markets covered, etc. Fifth, similarities in accounting policies. The accounting policies followed by the firms to be compared must be uniform. In the absence of such similarities, the accounting ratios used for comparison will not give proper results. Now let's see the advantages of inter-firm comparison. First, the management can know its strengths and weaknesses in relation to other firms in the industry. Second, it helps the management to take corrective steps to improve the performance and efficiency. Third, it helps the member units to obtain specialized knowledge and experience of the central organization. Fourth, with the help of central organization, it helps to improve the quality of production, to increase the productivity and to reduce the cost of production. Fifth, it develops cost consciousness among member firms. Sixth, inter-firm comparison helps the firms to evaluate the data relating to the operations of the competitors in order to analyze its weaknesses as compared to other firms. Seventh, inter-firm comparison helps government in effecting price regulations. 8. Inter-firm comparison helps to minimize the unhealthy competition in the industry. 9. Inter-firm comparison ensures an unbiased, specialized reporting on particular problems of the concern. 10. Inter-firm comparison helps to highlight the symptoms of sickness in an individual unit by comparing its situation with that of other time. 11. Inter-firm comparison makes possible the optimum utilization of available resources. 12. Inter-firm comparison acts as a tool of cost control. 13. Inter-firm comparison helps the member firms in cost reduction process. 14. Inter-firm comparison facilitates export promotion by increasing the competitive strength of the industry. And 15. Inter-firm comparison facilitates research and development activity and avoids duplication of efforts. After advantages or uses, let's see the limitations of inter-firm comparison. First, the top management may be reluctant to disclose the data which is considered to be confidential. As such, information supplied may not be reliable. Second, a top management may not be convinced with the significance of inter-firm comparison. Third, an efficient unit may not be convinced of the utility of inter-firm comparison. On the contrary, it feels that to disclose its information for the benefit of other member units means to create competitors in the market. Fourth, absence of proper accounting system means the figures supplied in respect of various cost aspects of cost may not be reliable. Fifth, the information given in the routine form will not be sufficiently communicative. Sixth, suitable basis may not be available for comparison. Seventh, if special staff is not employed by the firms to collect and supply the information to the central organization, this work will be neglected and delayed by the staff members as this would be their additional work. Eighth limitation, the term capital is not defined uniformly by all the firms and as such, the information supplied in respect of capital cannot be compared. Some firms may make a confusion between fixed and working capital. Ninth, time factor is totally ignored. The inconsistencies in financial reporting are also ignored. No attention is given to the level of technology and technological developments. 10th, to obtain uniform information, the central organization may prescribe new forms of ledger or account books and other books of record. The member firms may not like to change their routine method of accounting. So in today's lecture, we have learned Uniform Cost Manual, meaning, definition of interfirm comparison, need for interfirm comparison, and advantages and limitations of interfirm comparison. In next session, we shall move to the other part of cost and works accounting. Till then, enjoy learning. Thank you.